to the Kyle Petty Show. I am your friend, Kyle Petty, and this time I'm joined with my good friend, Michael Verre, who is a multi-talented performer, creative, you name it, he does it. Welcome to the podcast. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. Very excited.
Absolutely. It's also so weird to call you Michael.
Yeah, you can call me Mikey. It's okay.
I want to call you Mikey, but I want to acknowledge that you are grown now.
That is, I so appreciate it.
It's so different. But for the people who are not familiar with you as Mikey or Michael, tell us a few things about yourself. Yeah.
Great. Yeah, I'm a performer and writer. I was born on Long Island. Very important distinction.
On, not in. Thank
yes,
you.
Exactly. Yes. I've been doing theater since I was 5 years old. I'm an only child, so I was thrown into just about everything. And the thing that stuck of all baseball and gymnastics and any instruments I played, the thing that stuck the most was theater. So I've been doing it since then, and I continue to do it. It's like the biggest passion in my life, and it's evolved beyond musical theater. It's gotten into more writing, some more like concert dance, a little TV film, but so it's not to oversell anything, but it's a journey that I love, and I love meeting people such as yourself, and I love reconnecting with people, and it's just anybody who's ever known me knows that I'm an actor and how much I love it and how much I love the people, and I feel like that's all you really need to know about me.
No, I love that. I didn't know you did a little bit of TV film. What have you done?
Oh, just a little. Like I've done like some industrials and like a short film, like a student film, like nothing crazy, but just saying that you start off often doing musical theater, and that will be a catalyst for whether it's you get more into being a musician, you get more into being a dancer, you go more into straight theater or TV film. So it's the mishmash that is musical theater can kind of allow you to stretch yourself in one way or another the more you get into it. Yeah,
sure. No, that's awesome.
Or podcasting, you know what I mean? It's like
we never know where we're gonna end up. Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
COVID definitely also threw us in a bunch of different directions, right?
Sure.
I never wanted to be a podcaster, although I always wanted to be on the radio. Right? Like all these things, kind of.
I could say Lil Z100. Never heard nobody.
Oh my gosh, love it. As I was a kid, we used to do that with my brother. We would record little playlists and stuff that we liked, and act like we were the radio hosts. And it was
oh my god, I love that.
And we would force each other to listen to it. We're playing Mario Kart. It's you're going to listen to my 75-minute radio broadcast.
Yeah.
It's it's a captive audience, right? Where is he going to go? He wants to play video games. You must listen to what I recorded.
Exactly. Gotta get in one way or another.
Exactly. But I got a little word association game here. Not necessarily words, phrases and items. I want to know some things. So, asking all the important questions here, right?
Of course.
Coffee or tea?
Oh, coffee.
Excellent. Hot or iced?
Hot.
Oh,
yes. 2 shots of espresso in the morning is a non-negotiable.
Excellent. So many people say iced, and
no. So I'm going to say 95% of the time, hot coffee, espresso in the morning. Mm-hmm. But if I need a little pick me up middle of the day, I don't go full iced coffee. But if I want a little sweet treat, I love an affogato.
There we go.
Or like an espresso freddo, just that's I think I just like the sugar in the middle of the day, really is what it is.
I love this because I actually said this on another recent conversation that I had, because I think iced coffee is for maintenance. Right, you get the day started with a proper hot coffee. I don't care if it's 110 degrees outside. I need a proper hot coffee. That's the way to start the day. That's how we get going. But around, in between 2 and 3:30, if I want some coffee, I will accept ice. That's a fun thing. I'm already up. I'm moving. Again, maintenance. I love that. That's perfect. Excellent.
Good.
Guac or salsa?
Oh, guac.
Excellent.
Yes.
Different. The alignment continues. French fries or onion rings?
French fries.
Yay! Yes. Oh, this is great. Check. Pizza or Chinese?
Pizza.
Yeah. Although it only edges it out by a little.
I love Chinese food. Pizza is my favorite food. It's been my favorite food since I was 5. It will forever be my favorite food. It is the best food. You cannot tell me anything different.
Absolutely. As New
It's
Yorkers,
New York's baby.
yes, we appreciate our pizza.
Yes.
What's your favorite pizza order though?
Okay. Man, I could literally do a whole podcast on this. True, I have such a passion for pizza. I look, if we're doing like New York slice, I gotta go with a regular. But listen, I'm not gonna turn down a Neapolitan, a little brick oven. So I guess that, that's margarita or whatever. But yeah, but I think like a nice regular slice, can't beat it.
How do you like your crust? You like sesame seeds on it?
Oh, you know what? I've had that a few times, and it's always a nice surprise because it's not the usual. It's always a nice surprise.
Usual, but man, do I love it! It just absolutely elevates the entire experience. Like, oh my gosh,
it's just another component. I like it. I like it.
My gosh, salivating. Now, red or white wine?
Red wine.
Wow. Here's where we part ways.
All right. Thanks, everyone. This has been a blast.
It's been a good time. Thank you. Thank him for coming on. No, red wine. I do enjoy red wine. I would never turn it down, right? But like, I definitely am a Pinot girly.
Sure. I've gotten more into white. I will say that. I used to be very. It was an X for me, but I've gotten more into it, especially on like a hot day.
Okay.
Can't
what?
beat that.
There's some alignment there.
Yeah, we're getting there.
We were both hard nosed on the other end, and we're being more accepting. We're inviting it in.
Look at us. Look at us.
Look at us growing, evolving, ever changing, ever accepting.
Yes.
Yes. Now, if you're gonna have a white wine, which one do you choose?
I wouldn't say that I have enough experience to. I mean, maybe a Pinot Grigio.
That's fair.
But it's not really ever like my order. But if somebody's like getting a bottle in there, I'm very trusting. Yeah.
Yes. If it's there, I'm gonna at least try it.
Yeah.
All right. Good. All right. And I also need to know, as New Yorkers, what is your go-to bagel order?
Okay. So let me know if you feel like this doesn't answer the question. I feel very strongly about the bacon, egg, and cheese on an everything bagel.
Good. I was hoping you were going to remain consistent with the song you wrote, Hangover Anthem.
Yes.
I wanted to make sure that was it. It was a little bit of a gotcha question.
I
wanted to see if you were a fraud. but no, but you're in it. Good.
Yes, good. No. I'm nothing if not consistent, my friend.
Good. No, that's exactly what we're looking for.
Yeah, enough to write a song about it. That's how much. That's how strongly I feel about that.
Do you toast your bagel?
I actually don't. Now
that's interesting.
Not if look, is a toasted bagel better than like a left out bagel? Absolutely. Is a toasted bagel better than a fresh bagel for me? It is not.
Okay.
If it's warm out of the oven, especially like if you're getting everything, because a lot of people get everything, so a lot of times they're fresh.
It's usually pretty fresh. Like good turnover on that one.
Yeah, it's like, and if it's a good bagel, it's got a little crunch on it anyway. It's
That's fair. Okay, good. Yeah, see, out here, in the Hamptons, we can't always trust that we get the turnaround that we're supposed to. So
sure.
I will request a good toasting.
This is valid.
And I also like some light butter on there too. A little butter on there.
Yeah.
And when I say a little, I'm lying. I actually like to bite it and see some butter come out the back. Like that's what I like.
Hell yeah,
absolutely. All right, good. The alignment continues. But now for the meat of the conversation, right?
Okay.
You certainly mentioned before that you were writing your own original music. I want to know more about that. Like, how did you get into it? Was that part of your education? Like, tell us some things.
No, I honestly was very surprised that I came to writing. Like we said in the beginning of this conversation, where you said I never imagined I'd be a podcaster, but COVID really threw us all in different directions. I guess I was always creating. I was always making YouTube videos, tap dance YouTube videos, and I was an English major, so I was always writing in college. But I never really sat to write music because I'm not like a particularly excellent musician at any instrument, but I love music and I love the way that it makes me feel. But right before COVID, I sort of had this idea of a musical kicking around my head. And then, but I never really like had the time because I was either working or auditioning to like sit down and write it. Then
Right.
COVID happens, you have all the time in the world, and I actually would sit and write it, and I was like, oh wow, I really like this, and I like how this makes me feel, and I like how cathartic this is. And then I really
Okay.
found that it's such a joy and a passion for me to write. So it wasn't a part of my education, but I do feel like everything that I've learned as a performer and an English major and all that, it all inform, and a tap dancer, like I feel like a lot of my music is driven by rhythm and kind of the groove of things. So all of that together informed my writing. So I guess that's my education in it.
Yeah, no, I do find that fascinating because like I mean, I was a music theory person. Like that's how I got out of high school. Because
Mm.
I, we were supposed to learn a foreign language, and I was unable to. So my my guidance counselor sat me down and was like, "What are we gonna do? Like you're gonna be stuck in high school like the rest of your life." She's like, "You can go for music theory if you pass the regents and that you can get out of here." I did enough to
Ah.
get out, but like, so how did you even know how to sit down and write the music? Like,
So good question. I mean, I did like I did some music. I wouldn't say I'm like obsessed with music theory, but I did music
mm,
theory in
okay.
high school. I sang in choirs, did the whole all state kind of vibe. So, like part singing and like an understanding of music was always um, something that I had. But then when I like, when I talk to more people or I collaborate with people and they have like this insane, and probably like you as well, this like insane knowledge of theory, and I'm just like,
Mhm.
okay, I'm like, it's cool for me to know like where I'm at and what could be, and to like borrow parts of it that are helpful. But I really feel like I love the way that music makes me feel, and when I write I chase a feeling.
Mm.
And I'm like, if the song I write, it doesn't have to be a million crazy chords. I mean, what's the quote with, not that I'm like a big country music fan, but it's like country music is three chords and the truth. And I'm like, I
Mm.
feel like I try to be very honest with my music and my lyrics, and they come from an authentic place. Um, Not that they're necessarily like deep, but like they come from a very truthful place. So it's like that drives it. And then the melodies, I'm like, if it's a little earworm and I'm humming it, then it's something that's good.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I don't think it's anything like super complex, but I have enough of an understanding that songs pop out.
Yeah, no, because all of your songs are super catchy. So like you're
Thank you.
certainly onto something. Tell me more about what that creative process looks like. Do you write your music by yourself, or are there other people involved in this?
So I write my stuff by myself. Especially with like the solo music that I've put
Hmm.
out. It really varies song to song whether I write the music first or the lyrics first. Like sometimes it'll be like a couple of lyrics, or like I just think an interesting rhyme or metaphor and I'll build a song around that. Or if there's like a good groove on the guitar, I'll write a song around that. Sometimes it's an experience that I want to write a song about, or for example, like the Hangover anthem, the Bacon Egg and
Hmm.
Cheese song that I wrote.
Yeah.
I wrote like the first verse of that, and then I started to see a music video in my head. And I was like,
Mm.
oh, this would be fun to film this on the roof, or I could film at the bodega across the street. And then I sort of wrote the song as the visuals were coming to me. So
Mm.
they were built in tandem. So that's why when I put the song out, I put it out with the music video because it's a song that's meant to be funny.
Right.
And I was like, oh, these inform each other. And so I try to draw inspiration, or I'm open to inspiration from wherever.
I love that song too, by the way,
Thank
because
you.
it really is. It truly is like also the anthem for the summer. Who has not experienced that, right? So I encourage anyone, if you don't know what song we're talking about, it's "Hangover Anthem." You can find it on Spotify. I'm assuming on also like Apple Music and such.
Yeah, and
On
if
the
you want to see
Spotify
the
version.
if you want to see the video, you could go on YouTube.
Yeah, excellent, excellent. Yeah, Hangover Anthem is a lot of fun, and like while it's funny, it's still also catchy. Like you can definitely find yourself like humming along too, also. So kind of cool to kind of see how that all comes together.
Thanks.
Um, so it's not just original music that you're working on, though, right?
Hmm.
I also understand you're working on an original musical. Um,
Yes.
after all the songs that I've heard of yours, I'm definitely super interested in this. Tell me a little bit more about this musical.
Yeah, it's called A New Song and Dance.
Hmm.
And my like elevator pitch for it is it's set in present day New York City. It is one part Singing in the Rain, one part Once, the movie or musical, however you know
Hmm.
it, set in the world of your favorite New York City sitcom.
Okay.
So it's very lighthearted. It's very like
Yeah.
familiar. It follows these two brothers. They have a tap dance act that they're trying to get off the ground. The older brother is really passionate about it. The younger brother, who I've played in previous iterations, kind of does it out of obligation to the older brother. It's revealed that the younger brother has been writing songs on his own. He ends up at an open mic, is forced into playing one of those songs for the first time. He meets a girl who's a singer-songwriter there. Her name is Maggie. They start collaborating artistically. They get closer. They have a friendship. So the show is very much about the triangle between the overbearing brother and Maggie, and also the duty he feels to doing the act, and also this new passion that he has. So he's pulled both relationship wise and artistically, and ultimately it's thematically about him stepping into like his most authentic self and sort of shedding the expectations of his brother or society or the expectations that he has on himself. So it's really about an artistic journey, stepping into your most authentic self.
Excellent. Now I heard you in there also. You mentioned in other iterations you've played the younger brother. You performed this already before?
Yeah. So we, like I said, I wrote it during COVID, and then we did it at a New Works festival on the Lower East Side in 2022. So that was really cool. Then did a bunch of rewrites, and then in about a year ago, July 2025, we did the most recent version, like most recent draft and songs of it at a theater up in Syracuse. So that was really cool. So it's just, any opportunity to get to do it, and like try the material again and again and again, is great. And that's how you decide what works and what doesn't work. And this needs some love, and this is solid. This always gets a laugh, so like that stays in, all that kind of thing.
That's awesome. Is there a little bit of you that you put into that younger brother role?
Totally. Yeah. It's like I'm an only child, as I mentioned, so it's not autobiographical in that sense, but thematically, the push and pull between, different sides of yourself artistically and being able to step into yourself in an authentic way is something that I definitely struggle with. And I think it's sort of a universal thing that we all struggle with that.
Nice. How can people find out more information about this musical?
I would say the best place is probably Instagram. So it's a new song and dance on Instagram. You could find it on my Instagram. But also I did record an album for it, so that's also on Spotify, so you could listen to. Yeah, and
okay.
Yes, and it's fun because it's got, with the tap dance and the singer songwriter, it's got songs that sound like out of a Fred Astaire movie, like very MGM, Singing in the Rain, and then you have sort of Jason Mraz, Sarah Bareilles type songs. Like there's one tune that Maggie sings that I was so inspired by a Brandi Carlile song, and I was just like, I got to write my version of a Brandi Carlile song for this. So you get a pretty wide range of songs.
That's really cool. What is the runtime of this one?
It's around like 90 minutes. I would say 90 minutes to 2 hours, depending on if we want an intermission or not.
Excellent.
So it's a quick one. It's a fun night at the theater. There's something for everyone.
That's a sweet spot.
Exactly. It's no Les Mis.
No. I hate Les Mis. I hate Les Mis so much. I can't stand it. I don't know why we're so highly revering this man who stole. That's just not a thing. Like we don't do that.
It all comes out.
Yes, it's like, come on now. Stop. I'm actually pretty vocal about my distaste for Les Mis.
Somehow I actually think I remember that.
Yes, like the music is fine. I also don't think that's like legendary and groundbreaking. Like it's fine. Just not my favorite. Not my favorite.
That's fair.
But now we mentioned a few times about how you're also a tap dancer, right? You do a lot of that. Tell me more about some of the opportunities that you've gotten from that. I feel like you've accomplished some pretty big things over the years. And I've not known.
Yeah, I mean, I have such a love for tap dance, and tap dance has been very good to me. I've gotten a lot of work as a theater actor with tap dance. I've had a lot of like cool opportunities. I did this like little dance tour. It's called the Queensborough Dance Festival. It tours around Queens. I've done that for a couple of years, and then I don't know how this happened, but like they took footage from one of those from like one of the performances, and then it ended up on a billboard in Times Square. And I was
wow,
so I was like,
cool.
It was like my feet were on. It was my lower half, arguably my better half. I don't know, but it was waist down, and it's just my feet tapping. And I was like, oh my god! I was like, this is so cool. And like I never, that's a straight up like tap dance gave me that. And then I did something last year that was we did a tap number to open this this fundraiser called Arts for Autism at the New Amsterdam Theater, and it was just straight tap dance. But I've the tap dance has been very good to me, and I have a real love for it, and a lot of gratitude for it.
Yeah, and I like that you also kind of put that into some of your original work as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the clip that we'll be sharing a little bit later, you certainly tapping in the middle of My Kind of Love. Tell me a little bit about that. Who did you collaborate with that on that? Was that a co-writer? Did you write that entire thing yourself?
That
Talk
one
about
is
that song.
all me. I do record with a producer and a mixer, and he's amazing, and he's like so many good ideas. But the music and lyrics are me. Yeah, I mean, he'll like, I'll be like, I wanted to have this kind of vibe. So like, I wrote the chorus of the song about 2 years ago, and just like put it in my pocket, and I was like, okay, this is cute, this is whatever. And then that Olivia Dean song that's been out, the
Oh,
"Come
wow.
Be the Man I Need." I was like, oh, I love this song, and I'm like, I have a song that's this vibe, that's got this like shuffle, this doom, and I revisited the song and I wrote it, and then I was like, this is my Olivia Dean moment. And so I went to Zach, his name is Zach, and I'm like, Zach, let's make an Olivia Dean type song. And he was like, got it.
It's awesome. I can't wait to share this on here too, because it's so good. It is so good. When I first saw that, I was like, what is this guy doing these days? Yeah, so massively talented. Awesome.
So nice of you.
Good. Nah, it's just true. It's just true. It's not nice. I mean, it is nice, but it's also now I understand you also have a funny story or two for us.
Oh, a little theatrical mishap.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you'll indulge, I would love to tell it too.
Oh, absolutely.
So one is recent, and it does involve a Long Island theater vet. But so I was doing a show last summer at City Center Manhattan Theater Club called Machinal. So I bring up the title because it's a very old, very famous play that a lot of people have read in college. But if you don't know it, it's what's called an expressionist play. So it's very non-realistic, like the way that the show is presented. It's not naturalistic. So it's very odd. A lot of people who saw it were like, okay, good for
that
you. Yeah. And some people were like, this is great. So it was very polarizing. But anyway, there's this one scene that happens where we all, there's like me and like 4 other actors, we have to revolve around a microphone, and we're playing like a standing microphone, and we're playing all these different characters. Like I'll play a garbage man, an abusive lover. And then at one point I have to be a baby. And so I did not have this. I had to develop a realistic baby cry. So I worked really hard on it, which it's still not very good. But so I really like stressed about that. And I was like, okay, I have this baby cry down. I'm like, this is what it is. So we're doing the run of the show. It's a long run. We're doing 8 shows a week. So, choices get a little looser. So I let the baby cry kind of like happen a little more organically. And then at one time, one show I go, and I made myself laugh, and I went, I wonder if anybody heard that backstage. I wonder if anyone's going to say something. And then I go backstage and I go to my phone, and in our group chat is a voice memo from our dance captain, Kim Emanuel. And it goes, wah, wah, wah. And I'm like,
question mark?
Yeah. That's exactly it. Was, and she went, what? Question mark? And I was like, well, the answer is yes.
Someone's going to say everyone something. Heard that.
But it was like that baby cry, because I got sick during the run too, like not sick enough to call out, but like I lost my voice a little bit. So I couldn't really do the actual baby cry. So for some shows, it was just, wah, wah. And I was like, this baby's a smoker.
This baby is in very poor health.
Yeah. Really, a real victim of its circumstances.
Yes.
So
lots of secondhand smoke for this poor child.
Right, exactly. Oh man! But so that was definitely a moment of like cast shenanigans.
Mm-hmm. Well, we love it.
Yes, but my favorite story, and this is from I was in high school, is at Bayway. Got to bring it back to Long Island Theater.
Yeah.
And this is the best onstage mishap story I got. So I'm doing Crazy for You. And for those of you who don't know Crazy for You, I was playing the role of Bobby Child. He's kind of just like an everyman. and he goes to this town in the Midwest, and to impress this girl, he wants to put on a big Broadway musical to save the like local theater. And the only way he could do that is by posing as this like theater producer or director. I forget. The guy's name is Bella Zangler, and he's got this crazy dark hair with a gray streak, big mustache, big beard, Eastern European accent. So Bobby comes in a disguise as that guy, like, yes, we will do this. We will put on the play. Whatever. Who knows what accent I was doing then or right now. And then at some point Bella comes, and then they're both in the town at the same time, but they don't know it. So Bobby's in the Bella disguise, and he's drunk and Bella's drunk, and they end up doing a scene together, but they both think they're looking in the mirror because they're drunk. Mm-hmm. And then, I would sweat a lot. So often the mustache would start to come off. And we had this contingency plan in the scene where, we'd be eating a sandwich at the same time, looking at each other. Everybody's laughing. But if the mustache starts to come off and someone sees it, we take the napkin slowly and we both do it mirrored, and we put the mustache back on. So
good.
Yeah, okay. Right. So
work it in.
We're doing that scene, and then not my mustache, but it's actually, and it's also one of my best friends is playing this role. His mustache starts to go on one side. So I'm like, oh, so I grab the napkin. I go like this. He does the same thing, puts his mustache back on. Continue the scene. His other side mustache starts to go. I'm like, oh, okay, we're going to do this again. Oh, okay, goes back on. 2 seconds later, both sides of the mustache go, and it's just hanging like little whiskers. And I'm looking at it, and in my head, I'm like, what are you going to do? He goes, his character, who has a mustache, goes, wait a minute, I don't have mustache, rips it off, throws it in the air. The audience is hysterical laughing, and I'm like, and I go, me neither. And I rip mine out, and I throw.
I guess I don't have mustache either.
Yeah. So that was just just a failing of like wigs and makeup, and just I've told that story so many times. Anytime him and I are together, and people are like, "You guys did theater?" It's like, well, then we got a story for you.
Oh, yes. And at that point, you have absolutely no choice, right? Because like, what else are you going to do? You just take the napkin and do the whole thing?
Yeah, and we have to sing a whole duet where I'm like, we're done. It's over. So we just and then like a scene later, my character's supposed to rip the wig off and the mustache, and it's all like choreographed. And I went, out of just habit, I took the wig off, and I went, it's already gone.
And we're moving on.
So, these are the things that happen. It's live theater, baby. Live theater.
It's beautiful. That's why we love it.
Yes, exactly.
Well, thank you. No, that was absolutely worth 2 stories.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah, sometimes you get a story and it's like, oh, this wasn't really funny. I gotta like turn this up somehow. It's like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like,
no, it's good, man. That's like one of the best things about doing theater is like you're bound to get shenanigans. You're bound to have a story. It's the best.
Anytime you're trying to do the same thing multiple times, exactly the same way, it's never going to go that way. Like you're not going to do that many performances all exactly the same. You're going to have mishaps. That's why I love when people share stories.
That's a great question. Yeah. I love that so much.
Thank you. I love it. So now with everything that you have going on, what's next? What do you have coming up?
Well, we're in all the audition season right now. But I am doing a couple of songs from the musical, a new song and dance at a like new writers, new works show at Green Room 42. It's one of the cabaret spaces in Midtown. But so that's coming up I think March 30th. So that should be good. It's a bunch of new writers, and it's Red Light Theater Company is producing it. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun. We're doing none of the tap dancing songs because I think we can't tap dance in the space. I don't think, but we're doing 2 songs from it. I'll be singing one, and then someone else will be doing a solo.
All right, that's very cool. Cool.
Yeah.
And where can people follow you on social media to kind of keep up with the things you have coming up?
Yeah. I would say like Instagram is probably the move. I would say Instagram. It's Michael J. Verre. You could also follow on YouTube or Spotify. Just look up Michael Verre. Also Apple Music. I mean, you don't need to follow my TikTok. It's anything of note is also on my Instagram. I mean, like on my TikTok, I have like that owl trend, the owl impression trend.
I am not a TikToker.
Okay.
I feel like that's for the kids.
Okay.
I feel like I'm too old.
Okay. Well, I did an impression of Christopher. It's like this is an owl if the owl were something, and I did one as Christopher Walken, and I was like, if you want to hear that, you can go over to my TikTok. I was like, that's about the biggest difference between that and my Instagram.
No, but maybe people do. I mean, this just shows you as a person, right?
That's good.
Is your handle the same on TikTok as
yes, it's Michael Verre. Yep.
Excellent. Now I might have to take a look.
That's
I did recently get a new phone. I was like, I don't even think I'm gonna download TikTok anymore.
I think you shouldn't. It's just
I don't know
terrible.
now. This might be enough to make me come back. Yeah. But this was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this. This was a great conversation. Thank you so much for spending the time.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me. It's been so wonderful to reconnect with you, my friend.
Yeah, this has been great. Thank you so much.
The power of theater, baby, brings it all back.
So thankful to Beyond the Sea. That's what
yes.
kind of brought this to kind of happen. Yeah.
Yes, we loved Beyond the Sea. Thank you, John Mazzarella. Yes.
Yeah. Keeping our fingers crossed to get a chance to do something like that again.
I feel confident. I feel confident. Yeah.
All right, but thank you again. Thank you.
Thank you.
And now, as promised, here's a little snippet of Michael Verre's My Kind of Love.
I want that old school, breaking the rules, dancing like Fred and Ginger, cool kind of love. Feeling the type that makes your heart skip like a stone, the type that I'd seen in the wild, and now I need one to call my own. I want that walking hand in hand in the park without a plan kind of love. I want that can't get out of bed, only thing that's in my head kind of love. But it's gotta be real, and I promise that you'll always know how I feel. I want that out in the rain, taking a 2-hour train with the transfer. I must be insane. Old school, breaking the rules, dancing like Fred and Ginger, cool. Somehow I finally found the person that I've been dreaming about. That's kind of love. That's my kind of love. That's my kind of love. That's my kind of love. And you're my kind of love.
And that was a little bit of My Kind of Love by Michael Verre. You can find the full version on Spotify and Apple Music. Thanks a lot for supporting The Kyle Petty Show and supporting theater here on Long Island and abroad. Thanks a lot.